Welcome to Show and Tell with Miss V. That's me. My name is Vivien Mangalindan, and I'm in Manila, Philippines, and my guest is halfway around the world. You're wondering, what do I do? Oh, this is a talk show. It's been around since 2009. Yeah, okay. Looks like I talk a lot. Ah, that's what you think. I listen a lot because I'm not the star of the show. The star is always the other person on screen. I just happen to live here. Ha! So that's the first thing you learn in conversations. Stop wanting to be the star. You're going to be a social bore if that's what you want to do. So we just have conversations over here, and you're now on the screen, and there's two of us. We're going to have candid conversations. Oh, by the way, that is the name of my weekly column on opinion paper, Candid Conversations. And we talk about anything and everything in life. We laugh about ourselves. We don't brag about how great we are. We laugh at our bloopers and the lessons we learned along the way. Occasionally, we laugh at each other, with each other, but mostly we laugh at ourselves. Because after all, isn't that the height of confidence when you can laugh at your bloopers and share your bloopers with the world? But don't forget, share the lessons learned. Here's our guest. What is your name and where are you from?
Hi, Vivien. I'm Linda Ramrath, and I'm from Keene, New Hampshire.
I believe that's northeastern part of America.
It is.
Interesting. People want to know at this time of the year, we have exactly the same time, AM, PM, PM, AM. So it makes it easy when people say, what time do we meet? Linda, you and I agree on a time, and we just agree. If it's PM for you, it's AM for me. So what time is it there right now?
Right now, it is 9:35 p.m.
PM, AM. 9:35
p.m.
PM. It's Monday for you, correct?
Correct. Monday
Oh,
night.
holy cow, April 1st. Does that make you and me April Fools? Maybe. Maybe. Well, guess what? I'm your future. It's April 2nd.
That's
9:35 a
exciting.
while ago, Tuesday, April 2nd. So I'm your future. So if you want to know the winning lotto number, well, you're going to have to be nice before I share it. Hey, tell you what. I want to ask you and share this with the world. What do you think's a skill more important in life? To be able to have friendly conversations like this, or to go around reciting brilliant speeches that are the same speeches we recite every time we hopefully get invited to a party? What do you think? 24 hours a day. What skill do you think?
I think connecting with others is the most important skill, and having the confidence to go up to someone and have a conversation. The conversation starters are the hard things for me. I like it when someone else starts it and I can answer.
I like what you just said. There's two kinds of people. One is the one like you where anyone can start anything and you're going to be able to keep the ball rolling and make it lively for everyone. And then there's a character like me. Someone who goes through the years but still sounds like a 5-year-old. Hi, I don't know you, but you're the person beside me in this room. Will you talk to me if I talk to you? Can you believe that? Linda, I actually say that. What would you do if I said that to you and you were seated beside me at the dinner table?
Well, I'd say, how are you doing today? And what brings you to this gathering?
There you go. So you're not going to say, you're so weird. I don't want to talk to you. Would you actually say that? Right?
No.
No. Let me ask you. There are some people who we perceive as brilliant because when they're on Zoom or maybe in the office, they make wonderful, I don't know, presentations, PowerPoint, whatever, and they sound so bright. But Linda, why is it after they present their PowerPoint, at the workplace, and people start asking questions, the standard answer is, as I was saying in slide number 27, hey, Linda, what's this? Can you tell me what is it?
I don't know. What I like is when the VPs, the executives, have a lot of clarity. They want to know how they can help you. They want to see if they have a system already in place, and they want to figure out the solution and have you get out of the door quickly, and they move on to the next, because they're busy people, and people are sometimes afraid to approach an executive with an issue. And I'm not afraid of people, no matter what status of job they have. I think that every question is worth asking. I wouldn't ask, I would try not to ask a dumb question. And and so I would say, thank you for that information. I want to build them up. I want to connect with them and wish them brighten their day, make them feel successful.
I like what you just said. A lot of people, they worry a lot. They say, how do I impress VIPs? I said, in the good old days when it still wasn't so hot here, I used to go golfing with the sea level, right? And politicians. I would never dream of trying to impress them. Rule number one, and all my rules are number one, stop trying to impress people. They won't like you. First of all, they're bigger, better, and brighter than us. Linda, you think we can impress them? Duh.
No.
Duh. So, doesn't it make sense? Maybe just express your ideas, your thoughts, your sentiments, your opinions. But why do people say, Linda, please help me understand rolling of the eyes? Why do people speak to impress? I hate it. Tell me, why do they do that?
I don't know. Maybe that's all they've been taught. And once they have enough in confidence, then they don't have to impress someone. They can just share out of the love of their knowledge. And
Thank
people
you.
ask
Oh
it.
my gosh, mwah. I love you. I tell people this. If you want to speak to impress, that's nice if you're a fifth grader with your teacher, Mrs. Smith. You want to impress her, right? That you know the multiplication table in the workplace. Who cares? Ah, Linda, right? Now, give me your take on this. How about don't speak to impress, just speak to express?
That's a great sentiment, because you want to express whether you're angry at this decision that's been made, or you're very supportive to a new mission, or you're really puzzled about or confused about the messaging of some new venture. And that's important feedback, so that people can clarify their message and that they can calm the waves so that it doesn't get too big.
I like the way we're thinking with a bigger picture, right? When we're trying to go into root cause analysis, like what happened? Why did it happen? How did it happen? There is no way that we're going to succeed if everybody in the room is trying to impress everybody and wanting to be the brightest person in the room. Ugh, I have no love for people who do that. Someone told me years ago, Linda, tell me your take on this. If you want to always be the brightest person in the room, you are in the wrong room because there's no room for growth for you. What do you think?
Yeah, you're in the wrong room. No one wants to be around you.
And you won't grow because you're
You
already the
won't grow.
brightest. But some people somehow from grade 5 become 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, and still think they're in grade 5. They want to get first honor with a gold medal, and nobody likes them.
Yeah, when you know that the person thinks they're number one, the smartest person in the room, it's no fun having them in the room. But there are those people who have really forward-thinking ideas, and for them not to share them would be a disservice to the rest of the group. But they have to have the courage to say something because they could be the new ventures of tomorrow. And so they're not saying them to impress us. They're saying them because they're new ideas and they wish to get support. So I support those that aren't there to impress, but are there to share new forward thinking ideas.
You know, I'm really, really enjoying this candid conversation with you. And a last question before we go. We were taught to always know the right answer, but all the right answers are backward thinking, whereas you want forward thinking, meaning what you need is not to know the right answers, is to know how to deliver questions that are timely, meaningful, and relevant. Asking questions versus reciting like a fifth grader. And you're an adult. What do you think about that, Linda?
I agree. I think that asking good questions, they might start with questions that you think you're building up the person you're speaking with, but then more information comes out about whatever the subject is, and you might really get excited about it. And then you find out that you have something to share with them, or some perspective, or some issue that might come up in a new event that you're planning. And you can problem solve it together because you have different backgrounds and different experiences, but then you can think of more perspectives and things to cross off the list. And so you can be supportive to one another. So I think not having the answer, but saying, I've tried this and that with other venues, smaller venues, larger venues, maybe we should try this. And so brainstorming is a great way to get to know your new friends.
There you go. And I like the way, my dear viewers and listeners, I love the way Linda's talking about brainstorming and progress and all that. Maybe I'm a silly social girl. I'm just thinking of how to have our next party. But it's
Well,
a
there's a
great,
lot of details there too. The decorations of what you're going to wear, and who you're going to invite, what types
now,
of people.
come to show and tell with Miss V again. I have been into events management and events creation since 1988. Don't do the math. Stop counting. 1988. Some of our viewers weren't even born yet. So, first things first is to have an event, people must like you. Let's talk about this on another day. Come back on my show. It's about building bridges of friendship. People say, oh, building relationships, big words. They must like you. That's it. 2 words. They must like you. They're making sense, Linda. They don't like you. Nothing. What you think?
Right. First, they have to like you, then they'll get to know you, and then they'll get to trust you.
There you go. And that's what conversations, particularly candid conversations, are about. I'd like to thank our guest, Linda Ramrath from New Hampshire. And a quick plug, quickly before we sign off, tell people what you do and tell me what that beautiful red thing behind you is? Quickly, you can plug.
I create art quilts and I give talks to a variety of audiences with inspiring stories from lessons from people who have inspired me.
There you go. You see those wonderful quilts? You want to have Linda give you a talk on, I won't tell you because I don't know how long it took her to get that done. I'd probably lose my mind after the first few inches, like, ah! So there you go. Linda, I had fun having this candid conversation with you on Show and Tell with Miss V. People around the world, Linda Ramrath, thank you, Linda. And from
Thank you.
Manila, Philippines, lots of love, big hug, mwah, 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 mwah. Love you.